Now, I know MGP has some familiar faces for Eurovision fans this year, but it doesn't mean I'm going to be biased towards any of them going into this video. Like, does that really sound like me? Like, come on. Come on. Come on.
Love is all over me. You are the only one living in my fantasy, in my dreams.
Okay, maybe I'm biased towards one. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to the 9 songs in Norway's Melodi Grand Prix, their selection method to determine who will represent them at Eurovision 2025. Now, compared to previous years where they had semi-finals, Norway have slimmed it down this year. They're only doing one show, 9 songs compared to like between 16 and 20 they would usually have in the last couple of years, I'd say, and they've slimmed it down to hopefully, I guess, improve results, or maybe it's a budget thing. Let's hope it's not a budget thing. It might be a budget thing. Let's not assume it's a budget thing. But yeah, as mentioned earlier, there are some familiar faces, some MGP alumni and some previous MGP winners. Yes, some artists that have previously won MGP and gone on to Eurovision for Norway. And yes, even some Eurovision winners in the lineup themselves. So a whole star-studded all-star lineup here, which hopefully will give Norway a better result than their result in 2024, where they came last in the final, sadly. That song was robbed as well, Overham. Absolute banger, love that song. But before we get into the reaction video, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to ESC Harry, and comment down below, what are your favourites from MGP 2025 and who do you want to see represent Norway in Basel? With that being said, let's get to reacting. So up first it is Bobbysocks with the song Joyful. Now many Eurovision fans will know 40 years ago they won the whole Eurovision for Norway, and yeah, great to see them back in the lineup, and this will be a very much a nostalgia act for a lot of fans to see them at MGP again, so hopefully they've got a great song to go along with it. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. That is what the song is called. In your heart. It already sounds joyful, doesn't it? Really? Haven't left the 80s sound, have you, Bobbysocks? I would advise already, don't play a drinking game where you have to drink every time they sing Joyful. You might be done within the first 30 seconds. Which is a shame, because there's 8 other songs to listen to after this. I think listening early on now, this is the kind of song where, I mean, maybe I probably didn't expect him to do this anyway, but this is the kind of song where if you know that this will not win the contest, this is just a nice addition that you can dance and have fun with. You know what I mean? Just don't take this one seriously in the lineup, I don't think. In a good way, not in a bad way. Because I think the Bobbysocks are not necessarily expecting to win from this song anyway. This is just to appeal to their fans, which is good for them. It's a very nice, pleasant, joyous song. I mean, it makes sense, the song's called Joyful, so I put a smile on my face, this. I mean, the sign of a good song for this genre is I've been dancing throughout the entire thing. It's just fun. One thing I can say is I know how they perform live because I've seen them before at Hekrot last year, the Amsterdam show. They still have a lot of energy, a lot of, you know, fun on stage, and can still hit the notes well. So I expect a good live performance as well from them, which will be fantastic. This might even close, actually, the show. I've got a feeling this might close the show. Big end. Maybe not that big. I mean, of all the songs to have a key change this evening, this would probably be the one to have it. Big notes at the end, though. What I'm realising now is also, I mentioned about this sounding very 80s, they don't have to go for like a 2025 sound. It's not going to appeal to modern music listeners, the Bobbysocks. They're going for the older generation, and this is what that song does. As I said, it's not going to win MGP or anything like that, but you're going to have a lot of fun on stage, and it's going to be so lovely to see them. It puts a smile on your face, fun, energetic, probably exactly what Bobbysocks fans want from Bobbysocks. So it's not going to win, but still a lovely addition to the lineup. So up next we have Kyle Alessandro with the song Lighter. Now, MGP fans will be aware of Kyle potentially. He did take part in MGP before, back in 2023, with the band, or the boy group I should say, Umami Tsunami. They did make the final, they did come in last in the final, but still, this is his second time at MGP. I'll be honest, actually, I did have a feeling he'd be back at some point, because through an inside source I have, they're not anonymous, I'd just rather not say their name. They might actually be watching this video. If you are, hello! Thanks for the view! Anyway, so I did have a feeling he'd be back, just because that was something that they told me, that he was interested in coming as a solo act. He's very young. He's younger than me. I think he's like 18, 19. I don't like that. Should be illegal at Eurovision to be younger than me, considering I think I'm still young. Anyway, let's see if his song's any good. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, interesting outfit. It's got like an arm, a metal chain thing, at least around his head. Interesting. Seems already more serious than Geronimo. And I will walk 500 miles. Sorry. Anyone know that song in the comments? What are we building to in this chorus though? This sounds promising actually. It's fun and funky. I would have liked a bit grander there. I didn't need a drop. But potentially his audience might like that, I don't know. Bear in mind, like, this like young boy singing a pop bop sound, I might not be his audience necessarily, so. But I'm still like, it's solid stuff. I prefer this over Geronimo so far. I hope that came up on your Fitbit walking 100,000 miles. That would have been quite a few steps, Kyle. I don't think the drop fits in. It sort of loses its grandeur and you know, its momentum for me. That's the word I'm looking for, momentum. Which is a shame, because I think overall this is a decent song. Okay. This is the dance break section. I remember from his performance, he is decent at dancing. He was probably the best at dancing out of the 3 in Umami Tsunami. He's just getting undressed then, taking off the jewels. I will say the lyrics seem quite vague. Big note. I'm trying to remember now what his vocals were like at MGP. I don't remember anyone in that band particularly having strong vocals, but because being so young, 2 years is more than enough time for him to improve on those. I think this will have an audience. I don't know, there's just something missing for me here, but I appreciate it, it's good. Lighter from Kyle. I can see people liking that. It's got a lot of Euro fan trends that people enjoy. The drop, very bop sound effect. I think just maybe my expectations were just different from the first verse, because my initial expectations from the first verse is the chorus would be a lot more anthemic, a lot more full. I don't know, the drop doesn't work for me necessarily. That being said, I can see people liking that. I can see that being a potential contender in a lot of people's eyes. Would this be my choice? I mean, I've only heard 2 songs, so you know what? I'm not going to even say that yet. We'll see if it's my choice. For me, the drop doesn't work, but again, I'm maybe not the audience for this. But again, I do prefer that to Geronimo. So in terms of his musical career, he's definitely taking a step in the right direction. So well done, Kyle. So up next, we have Ladybug with Hot as Hell in Paradise. Well, I'd imagine if it's in the Caribbean somewhere, yeah, it's probably hot as hell. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Fairly grand at the start. Sounds very Traitors-like, the BBC show Traitors. Okay. Promising. This is a building verse. Let's get this anthemic chorus that I wanted from Kyle. Ladybug, you know my taste. Ooh. It's nice. Yeah, it's more anthemic. It feels more full. I prefer this sound. Very Melfest Heat 5 4th place at the moment, I will say. It needs to go bigger than this throughout the song. Even though it is decent. Oh, this little bit at the end here, of course. Okay, I can get on board with this. It is fun. There's staging potential there. See, this second verse and stuff hasn't really progressed at all. Not really, anyway. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is this the devil here? It sounds like Serhat. See, this in some ways sounds a tad dated, this chorus, and the whole vibe. Maybe it's a bit just schlagery, if that's a word. I'll probably be told in the comments if it's a word or not. It is fun. So far all the songs have been fun, I just haven't had that standout one yet. Or at least I hope I haven't. Because if any of these are the standout, might be in a bit of trouble, Norway. But it is fun. Is this my favourite so far? Let's see how it finishes. Got a bit bigger note there. Clap along, Phil. Come on. Big last chorus. Big last chorus, Ladybug. Fly away, insect, blossom through. That's a flower. You know what I mean. Ah, is there no final chorus? Nah, come on! Why didn't you give me the final chorus, Ladybug? I requested it. Why did you not give it? That's good. It's solid. I don't know if I really have anything else to say on that. It's not wow, put it that way. I don't think it's amazing, but there's a lot of elements there which are fun, enjoyable for the stage. It's solid, good stuff. I don't think it... Again, solid, good stuff, not amazing. I'm not blown away by that one. So up next we have LLL, or is it just pronounced L, or just L? It's one of those three, and their song is called Parasite. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Very futuristic sounding instrumental there. Mystical feel. Mosquito. There's a thing that you don't hear referenced a lot in Eurovision songs or just songs in general. Mosquito. Mainly because it doesn't really rhyme with many things, but they found a rhyme, so well done to L. I'm just going to call them L from now on, it's easiest. Still my breast like the life? Oh, breath. Harry, you should know that said breath. Building chorus again. We've got a few building choruses in MGP. Suppose it makes sense. This is interesting. Do I like it? I don't know. I think it's solid. I don't want to say all of these songs are solid though. I want to be wowed. In some ways I want one of these songs to be rubbish, so at least I can just have some fun and joke about it. Joking about good music and not great music is boring. If you're gonna be great, at least be rubbish, guys, come on. Be considerate of ESC Harry. I will say there's not that many harmonies in this group. At least I'm not hearing them. Like, there's some, but I maybe expect a few more. I suppose it gives opportunities for the girls to like stand out in their own rights. I think I've decided I don't really like that break. Yeah. It hasn't really gone anywhere, which is a shame. It's just a perfectly fine pop song. It's nice. This is slightly dated as well. I'd say give it like, yeah. This doesn't feel 2025. 5-10 years ago, maybe. I don't know how competitive it's going to be. I suppose with the theme of Parasite, there's some potential for staging visuals. But yeah, that's it. That one didn't grab me. To be fair, it's a girl group. So, again, maybe I'm not the audience. Am I going to be the audience for any of these? Well, scratch that. I know I'm going to be the audience for one of these. Definitely. It's a shame. I don't think it's the strongest. I wish them nothing but the best. I just can't see these winning MGP. Up next, we have Nataleen with the song The Game. So, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh. Oh, lovely voice. I always like this tone. Okay. Interesting. Very dramatic feel. Oh, we're counting down. Yeah! Oh, yes, yes! Welcome, Nataleen, welcome! This has potential. I love the thumping beat in that chorus. And her voice is so dramatic and theatrical. It works very nicely with this. This is all about how it ends, though, I find, with these songs like this. Because that's a really strong start. It needs to now build. Get bigger. Promise, though. Very promising. Let's count down. Mixing up a little bit in this second chorus. Again, great visual potential here. We're the game. Yeah! This is like an Alessandro Queen of Kings beat. And we all know how that did at MGP. Obviously slightly different style, but you get what I mean. Oh, I really hope she can really portray this vocal tone nicely. Oh, choir at the back. Oh, I like this. Yes, run! Big finish, Nataleen, come on! That is a note! Yes! Come on! Oh, I'm running. This just works for me. It's not the most original thing. I feel this feels very Norwegian as well to me, like something I would hear on the MGP. You are the game. You're the best song I've heard so far, Nataleen, as well. Great vocal, builds throughout, punchy chorus, a lot of, you know, big moment potential, a lot of staging potential. Yes, that, for me, should be a contender to win MGP. I hope it is. Well done, Nataleen. Up next, we have Nora Jabri with the song Sulale. Apologies if I've mispronounced any of that. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Sulale, that's how you pronounce the title? Thanks for helping me out there, Nora. Clapping vibe from the start. So far, standard pop stuff. We've had a lot of standard pop stuff in MGP this year. This is an extended clapping feel. There's a lot of clapping going on in this verse. Whoever's palms are clapping, they must be exhausted by this point. Okay. This chorus has a bit of a different vibe to it compared to the others. It's more like, I don't know if tropical is the right word, but like, you think of a warmer setting when you hear this chorus compared to some of the others. There was a song last year called like Ella or Aya. It has a similar thing. I believe it was by an artist called Jasmine. I might be wrong there. It was definitely called Aya. It's sort of not really, it's not grabbing my attention yet. As much as I'm interested, I'm not like, oh, I'm not hooked yet. This chorus is interesting. Again, I think the vibe of this is enough to give it like a unique feeling if they can portray that on stage. It's nice. Is that sort of the kiss of death? If I call a song it's nice, it means don't really have much else. The instrumental's interesting. It's probably the most interesting instrumental we've had. It's one of. I don't want to say it's the most, actually. More clapping feel. The palms of whoever's doing this must be red raw. Oh, another guy in the background there. Two of these have now had guys in the background to speak at one point. Bit of drama at the end here. Dramatic feel. Well, of course you'd have that with drama, wouldn't you? Think, Harry, think! I think overall, I'm going to sound like a broken record here. It's solid, it has a slightly unique feel, but I'm sorry, it doesn't really... I'm not like, oof, I'm not hooked. It's nice, I don't think it's competitive enough to potentially win MGP. Up next we have Sondrey with the song Vagabond. I do remember Sondrey, he took part in MGP back in 2020 with the song Take My Time. Can't remember how it did. Well, it did make the top 4. I don't think they gave the rankings for any lower in the final, but let's see what he comes up with this time around. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Getting this sort of retro dance feel. Looks a bit like a ninja in this picture. Come on, pull me in, Sondrey, pull me in. Do what the memories are doing to you. Building to something? We're always building something. When you're listening to MGP songs, you're always building something. Yeah, no. It's nice, but needs to be a bit higher, a little bit higher. Not necessarily in pitching, just maybe higher is not the right word. Bigger. I didn't want to say bigger, but it is bigger. I think this is chill to the point where it's like, it's the kind of sound which I think gets lost on a stage at the moment. I do actually prefer this a little bit more to Take My Time. I think this feels like a little bit more of a complete song, but thinking about a contest and the stage and performing it. And it's got some interesting visuals. Yeah, I'm not sure. Very radio friendly now though, so I could easily hear this on Radio 1 in the UK. Very Weekend as well, actually. If this chorus did something a bit bigger and different, then I think the verses would complement it quite nicely. I just think this chorus, I should say, it just doesn't do enough to like put bigger. Words are losing me at the moment. To add some grandeur to it. Grandeur is one of my favourite words. If you've been able to watch my channel throughout the last few videos, you'll be able to tell. Grandeur, I love that word. I think it's very me in my voice as well. Grandeur. Comment down below the word grandeur. I've said this about a couple songs in previous videos. I can't remember what one specifically. This has the feel of like a FIFA soundtrack song, but one of the more chill ones that sort of I mean, you can't skip it, but as a radio song, that is very solid, very complete, nice sound there. It will have its audience as a studio track. I just worry about how you portray that on stage and get the most impact out of it. It needs some good visuals to complement it. Otherwise, I can't see that doing much in the final. Up next, we have Tone Damli with the song Last Song. Well, it actually isn't. I've got one more after this. Your name is not in alphabetical order, the way I usually do these. But with that being said, people will know Tone. She was the runner-up in MGP back in 2009, only losing to Alessandro. Not the worst person to lose to, I would argue. And she has also taken part in MGP, I think also in 2020, along with Sondrey. So she's back again, 5 years after her last MGP performance. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Disco feel again. We haven't got enough of that in this contest. We really don't. A girl bop disco feel so original for MGP this year. See, I know this was the last year that Stig Karlsson picked the songs. He clearly had a theme that he wanted to go for. The problem is, when they are all like that, they blend into one. Where's my ballads at? Norway have got some fantastic ballads sometimes. There's none of them here. This is nice though. They're going back to the song specifically. That rant wasn't necessarily about the song. This is decent. Subtle power in this chorus. It seems like they had a fun time recording this music video. This is the only music video I've had so far. Well, no, Kyle kind of had one actually as well. I do like the instrumental. I'm partial to a funky guitar. It's sometimes, though, the problem is it's sometimes not the most competitive sound, this kind of vibe. I do prefer this to a song in 2020, which I've heard sometimes, I believe it was called. She's actually moved to a club now. She's back to the karaoke room, I want to say. As much as I don't hate this song, there isn't much to really describe here. Like, it's a fairly standard girl bop. So I don't know what more you want from me. Have you heard a girl bop before? It's that. It's a good girl bop, I'm not going to dispute that. But, you know, there's not much here to describe. I mean, even... Yeah, a bit bigger here, actually. But yeah, even the subject matter of, like, last song, it's been done before at party, you know, in these kind of party song vibes. It's fun enough to listen to. If I wasn't having to describe it and, like, my opinion on it, I'd just be like, yeah, pleasant enough, nice. I'd have it on the background, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's not a very competitive sound. Feels very, again, Melfest would get eliminated in the heat. It's good. I feel like a broken record. It's good, it's not great. Hell, there's one song left, so if they're all good and not great, maybe that has a chance of winning, but... Come on, Norway. Like, this is not you. You're better than this, usually. Not specifically Tone. The whole field so far, apart from one song. You're better than this. It's too much of the same. Now, while the lineup so far hasn't been the most exciting for me so far, we have one act left, and it is Wig Wam with the song Human Fire. Now, you won't necessarily know this because I haven't brought this up on the channel. Unless you're my friend, you'll know this. They took part in Eurovision 20 years ago with just, the amazing song, which is called In My Dreams. If you haven't heard it, you're too young to hear it. If you're a rock fan, like glam rock, you need to hear it. It is one of my top 10 favourite Eurovision songs of all time. When I heard that Wig Wam were going to be in the lineup for this year, I was so excited. So maybe it's fitting that this is the last song that I listen to. It's just happened this way because of alphabetical order. I can't wait. I don't care if it maybe sounds dated because Wig Wam are 20 years older than that. I don't care. I want to hear some rock. I want to hear some over-the-top rock. Please do not let me down, Wig Wam. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. I almost forgot to press glow there. We're getting dramatic rock. I'm turning up. I'm turning up. I will tell her for you, Wig Wam. Yeah! This is what I wanted from a Wig Wam song. Dramatic rock. I'm just happy. It's got like a nostalgic ballad feel as well, which is quite nice. I think it fits them now in 2025. It's like that call and response thing they have. It's like the stop-start thing they had in My Dreams as well. Very similar structure to In My Dreams. The sing-along anthemic chorus really is something. Oh, I love it. Such a dramatic setting as well they're in. I know it's CGI, but I don't care. I don't care. Yes, I'm biased to this one. I do not care. I really hope there's a big last chorus. I will lose it if there's a big last chorus. Building! Building! Yeah, come on, Wig Wam! guitar! Yes! Guitar solo, yes! Play that guitar, yes! Please be a big final chorus. Please be a big final chorus. Okay, it's not a key change, but oh, the chorus is so good. Oh, some different notes here. So dramatic, so rock, so glam. I love it. We are human fire. I do not give a solitary flip if that is dated in some people's eyes, shouldn't win because it won't necessarily do well. I think it will do well. I do not care. I don't care. I'm in my complete bias mode here. I never thought I would see Wig Wam and MGP again. And it is the exact same sound as in my dream. It's not evolved in any way in 20 years. But I don't care. I love it. I absolutely love it. Solid. Just there's nothing much. There's like one. If there's a certain song that doesn't win, which is actually more suited to Eurovision 2025, sod the other 7. Send this. Send this. I'm begging you, Norway, please. I think it will do all right. Maybe I'm delusional there. I don't care. Please, Wig Wam win. I love the sound. I could go on and on about it. Yes, I'm delusional. I know people are not going to have that high. I don't care. Yes, Wig Wam. Yes. So that was my reaction to Melodi Grand Prix, Norway's national selection for Eurovision 2025. And I have to say, despite, you know, my reaction to the last song in particular, I think it's the weakest MGP I've ever seen. I'm sorry, there's too many songs that sound quite similar. It's that girl bop sound or just bop pop sound. Where's a ballad? Where's just a stripped back ballad? You've had great ones in the past, Norway. I don't know why you just wouldn't go for that. I suppose there's nothing like ridiculously wacky in the lineup, which, you know, by Norway standards, there's no wolves in there. What else are they saying that's wacky? There's no angels, you know, so I guess improvement in that sense. There's no robots. It's just a bit of a weak lineup. I worry with this because I don't know for certain who's winning this. Absolutely not. If they don't pick the right one, I think Norway are not guaranteed qualifier this year. Yeah, it's a shame because MGP used to be one, and still is to an extent, one of my favourite national finals, and I'm a bit disappointed by this lineup overall. With that being said, there are a couple of standouts that I enjoy in there, so I'm going to give you my top 3 now. In third place, I'd probably say this is the best of the rest. It's decent, but not on my level of the top 2. I have Ladybug. In second place, these are the top 2, and I think one of them should be the one that wins MGP, and then the other one's the one I want to win. In second place is Nataleen. I love the drama. I love a lot of stuff about that. That's one's going on my playlist. And then in first place, I don't care. Wig Wam in my, of course they're my first place. Of course they're my first place. I love that song. If that wins, I'm gonna be so happy. Completely forgetting about we're in 2025. I don't care. I do not care. Glam rock always should live on. And please. Also, if it wins, it means I might get the chance to interview them as part of Eurovox, and that would just be, that'd be a dream. Please win, Wig Wam, please. Or yeah, please win. Yeah, Wig Wam to win. I don't care. Wig Wam to win. But anyway, that is my opinions on Melodi Grand Prix. But remember, my opinion is not the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below. Who do you want to win in Norway Melodi Grand Prix? Who are some of your favourites? And who do you think will win the contest in case they have different answers? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any Eurovision 2025 content. All that's left for me to say is I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time for another reaction or whatever video's next on this channel. Take care, guys.